when we started to craft the basic outline of what this reimagining could be. The most important thing to me was to separate the two worlds so that you have this fantastic world underwater, and then above had to be a real world.
The whole story is about where the land meets the sea. And in the first illustration we did for the above water world was the exterior of this castle. We were really attracted to a more rocky, aggressive landscape.
We were looking for something that wasn't just sort of pristine beaches. We were looking for something that had some rocks and some cliffs and some drama.
It was so important to us, going on to a real location. You have a real world to put our characters in. So we said, let's find a place.
The film takes place in the Caribbean. We thought we'll go to the Caribbean. Well, where we're scheduled to go is in the middle of hurricane season, so maybe the Caribbean isn't such a great idea. So started thinking about where we could go.
When we first set out to look for a location, we looked everywhere. We looked in the Caribbean, we looked in all of the Mediterranean islands, Greece, Croatia. We had a very long, extensive location search. And very quickly, we started focusing in on Sardinia.
Sardinia is this fantastic island off the coast of Italy. The rock formations in Sardinia are just the most beautiful I've ever seen. And the water is the bluest water I've ever seen. The irony was, when we looked at the illustration of the palace we had done, it looked like we had painted Sardinia. So we had found Sardinia in our dreams before we ever went to Sardinia.
We scheduled 21 days of photography in Sardinia. There are some things we just couldn't control. It doesn't rain very often, but sometimes it rains. We had lightning one day. One of our sequences, Prince Eric singing Wild Uncharted Waters. We need rough ocean, we need wind, we need that crashing sound of the waves. If it was a good weather day, we would go be on the beautiful Ariel's beach.
Filming in Sardinia was such a treat because at that point we had been in London for 3-4 months. So when we got to go to Sardinia, it felt like just the greatest thing ever. It really did feel like a vacation. I mean, we were working, but it was just the most beautiful environment. I mean, you just couldn't complain.
I mean, being in Sardinia is like a gift for everyone, and they all deserve it.
The entire team, everybody, thank you for hustling and making this work so beautifully.
When we did our finale there, that was joyous because they come down to this fanfare of all these wonderful people. There's this coming together of the worlds. It was quite beautiful to film that moment there. And to do that in this beautiful beach in Sardinia, all of us were in tears. And it was very moving to see these two worlds finally coming together.